भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयते नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Grantharaj Bhagavatam ki jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna. So, welcome you all for Bhagavatam study today. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, Son of Drona Punished, Sloka 24. Sloka 24 is very, very important, very interesting sloka. So, let's read. Who is going to read 24? Anyone is allocated this sloka?
Actually allocated to Sumit Prabhuji.
Okay. If he has not joined, whoever can hear, please read.
Yes, shall I read?
Yeah, please.
Okay. स एव जीवो लोकस्य मायामहितो चेतसो विधतसे सेनो वीरेण श्रेयो धर्माति लक्ष्मणम्.
Translation purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Samshara Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation.
And yet, though you are beyond the purview of the material energy, you execute the four principles of liberation characterized by religion and so on for the ultimate good of the conditioned soul. Purpose. The personality Godhead Sri Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, descends on the manifested world without being influenced by the material mode of nature. He is eternally beyond the material manifestations. He descends out of his cosmic mercy only to reclaim the fallen soul who are captivated by the illusory energy. They are attacked by the material energy and they want to enjoy her under false pretext. Although in essence the living entity is unable to enjoy. He is eternally the servitor of the Lord, and when he forgets his position, he thinks of enjoying the material world, but factually he is in illusion. The Lord descends to eradicate the false sense of enjoyment and thus reclaim conditioned soul back to Godhead. That is the all merciful nature of the Lord for the fallen soul. Prabhu, shall I tell something about this
please,
what
please.
I understand?
Yeah.
It means that okay. So actually, we are the all our souls, but what I understand that we are in some illusionary energy, captivated by the illusionary energy. Means we are under Maya, captivated by Maya, and God is so kind, so He wants to take out us from the Maya, and uh, God means Krishna want to take us back to the Godhead, right? So, something like that. Can you
Okay.
please explain now?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna, Prabhu.
I think Sumit Prabhu, you're there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, sir. I think this sloka was allocated to you, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, please go ahead. Explain. We have read the sloka, read the translation purport. Now we can explain.
So here Arjuna is telling that you are beyond the material energy, beyond this material manifestation, and actually you are executing the four principles of liberation for the ultimate good of the conditioned soul. So Lord is giving his causeless mercy on the manifested world without influenced by the material nature. He is he like said in the Bhagavad Gita also, like whole world is in me, but I am not in, like all the living entities are in me, but I am not in them. So he's detached from this world, but still he do all the welfare for the living entities to take them back. So generally the living entities are very attracted to the illusory energies, and once the material energy attacks them, they just want to be in the illusion and try to enjoy do the sense gratification. And but the Lord is always looking to reclaim the souls, and he eradicate this false sense of enjoyment into the living entity, and he try to uh, reclaim those souls. So for this he do many things, like he's from the inside the heart as a Paramatma from within. He inspires one to look for the answers for all this like the Brahma Jigyasa, and from outside as a guru he helps, he gives directions, he gives his mercy to the disciple, and through the Shastra as well. Also, from the he's given the Shastra like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and all the Vedas, so that the living entity can understand his real position and work in the do this devotional service for the Lord and return back to Godhead. So that is all in this shloka, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, here it's talking about he is beyond material energy, and you execute four principles of liberation. So dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This is the kind of a four principle. So our Vedas also talks about dharma, artha, kama, moksha. But as a human being, we should think beyond that. This is the not just we generally the people do dharma for artha, means they go to temple for material benefit. Ask God, give me this, give me this. Dharma, we are doing dharma for artha. Why artha? Artha means money, wealth, for the kama, sense gratification. That's it. And after sense gratification, when nothing can be done, when the old age, everything is spoiled, I cannot enjoy anymore. That's the time I would look for a moksha. Now let me go for moksha. But that is not the purpose of human life. First of all, we don't know, will we live up to that old age? Second, that's not the time Krishna is going to accept you. Like simple in a material world also, if a boy loves a girl, if you want to give a flower, you will not give a spoiled flower. You give a fresh flower. Similarly, when your life is fresh, young, that's the time you give it to Krishna. Not after 60 years, 70 years, nothing can be done. Now I cannot move anything. Now I cannot enjoy anything. That's the time now I'll go to temple. No, that's not going to work. We have to give our life. Kaumara Echarate Prajno, Prahlad Maharaj says, young, give it. So, and that's not the time of asking for liberation. Actually, devotee doesn't want liberation. What devotee wants, eternal service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, just service at the lotus feet of Krishna. That's all we want. So liberation is a byproduct of it. Bilamangal Thakur says, liberation is mukti is waiting outside the door. I don't want her to come inside also, because I want service to the Lord. So that is the ultimate good for the conditioned soul. What is conditioned? Because I am conditioned today because I'm in this body. What is liberated? Or liberated is I'm beyond this body. Generally people are conditioned because I'm this body, I'm conditioned this body. But we should think beyond that. That's a liberation should. And for that reason, like Sumit Prabhu says, explained, he comes with his costless mercy. Why costless? Because he has nothing to do with this material world. He is beyond material world, but still he comes because he loves us. That's the difference. Like a father, wants his children back home. Somebody unmuted, please mute yourself, please. Okay. So the Krishna loves Jiva. He is waiting for all of us to come back. We are here. We don't want to go back. We want to enjoy here. That is the pity part of it. We are attracted. Prabhupada says we are attracted to the illusion energy, Maya. Nice movie, nice shopping mall. All this we're getting attracted. They're all traps for us to not to get out of it. They are attracting us so that we can get repeated birth. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam cycle. We are just going on here. If you want to really come out of it, we have to get out of it. There is no other way. So that's why he's giving his mercy. He is waiting, but we are still adamant. We want to enjoy here. So that's why Prabhupada says his only job is to reclaim the fallen souls who are captivated by the material energy or illusion energy. So our job is to think determinedly, very determined decision. Yes, I will get out of this. I have to go back to Krishna. That is my ultimate goal of life. That determination I should have it. Otherwise, I will eternally be here. How many years will read Bhagavatam? How many years will keep chanting? Of course, improvement will be there. But we have to get out of this life itself. Because we don't know next life, where will be, where I'll get, I don't know. So why to take risk? Prabhupada says, chant 16 rounds attentively, follow 4 regulated principles. Yes, I'll ensure that you will come out, but attentively. Chant attentively, 16 rounds, focused. Read Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita attentively, focused. And follow 4 regulated principles, determined. Then, yes, guaranteed. That's what we have to do. That's the determination I should have. For that, of course, we read earlier also, we need to accept a authorized guru who is in the parampara and take his shelter. With that help and with that determination, go back to Krishna. So, and our ultimate goal is that we are eternally servitor of the Lord. I am the Dasa, and Dasa. Jivera Swarupa Nityara Krishna Das. That is the Shastra says. Our real Swarupa is to serve Krishna and his devotees. That is what Prabhupada says. That is all merciful nature of the Lord for the fallen souls. We are that fallen souls. We have to get out of this material world. In one of the lectures, His Holiness Jayadeva Swami Maharaj, he explains, somebody asked this question. If you are part of Krishna, why have you come here? And, then if you go back, what is guarantee that it will not come back? So he says, if somebody has pushed you into the well, with a full of water, what do you think? At that time, you will try to save yourself, or you will start finding out who pushed me? Why do you worry about who pushed, how you come? You get out of here. That is the first job. We have to get out of this material world as soon as possible. Because Prabhupada says this world is not meant for gentlemen or ladies and gentlemen. For good people. This is Dukkhala Mashashwan, this place full of misery. So it's our job is to think seriously, get out of this place as early as possible. I'm not saying to commit suicide. Whenever we have to leave the body, we have to go back. So our consciousness should be always that. Always think that, yes, I should plan for art of living, not art of living. How do I leave this body when the time comes? So preparation has to happen throughout life. Like a student, whole year prepares for 2 hours, 3 hours exam. Similarly, for a devotee, exam is death or Yamaraj timing or Vishnu Dutas coming. Instead of Yamaraj, we should invite Vishnu Dutas. How Vishnu Dutas come? When we remember. Antakalecha mame kasman mukto kalevaram. Krishna says that. So we have to remember Krishna at the time of death. So to remember that time death means you have to practice chanting every moment Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada has named this society as an International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We should always conscious of Krishna. Each activity I do, Is it pleasing to Krishna or is it not pleasing to Krishna? If it's pleasing Krishna, do it. If it's not pleasing, don't do it. Simple logic would apply. Then that consciousness should come. So with this, we'll move on to the next sloka. 25. Who's going to read?
Lakshmi Mataji Prabhuji. 25 and 26, Lakshmi Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, go ahead.
Hare
Lakshmi
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji. Yeah.
I am 26 and 27 I have prepared.
26, huh?
Yes, but paravailla ನಾನು ಓದ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay, sir.
Text, Canto 1, Chapter 7, Text 25. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tatayam chavataraste, bhuvo bharajihirsaya, swanam chananya bhavanam, anudyanaya sakrit. Translation. Thus you descend as an incarnation to remove the burden of the world and to benefit your friends, especially those who are your exclusive devotees and are wrapped in meditation upon you. Purport. It appears that the Lord is partial to his devotees. Everyone is related with the Lord. He is equal to everyone, and yet he is more inclined to his own men and devotees. The Lord is everyone's father. No one can be his father, and yet no one can be his son. His devotees are his kinsmen, and his devotees are his relations. This is his transcendental pastime. It has nothing to do with mundane ideas of relations, fatherhood, or anything like that. As mentioned above, the Lord is above the modes of material nature, and thus there is nothing mundane about his kinsmen and relation in devotional service. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji.
So, God has descended as an incarnation to remove the burden of the world and to benefit his friends, especially his exclusive devotees who are meditating all the time upon him. That is the translation. And in purport, it is given that Lord is partial to his devotees in the first line. Everyone is related with the Lord, but he is equal to everyone. But he is more inclined to his own men and devotees. Actually, Lord is everyone's father, and no one can be his father, and yet no one can be his son, it is given. So, actually, his devotees are his kinsmen, and his devotees are his relation. The devotees are his actual relatives, and all are his transcendental pastime, it is given here. And then here we are having that father, mother, every relationship is there. It has nothing to do with these mundane ideas of relations, it is given. The Lord is above the modes of material nature, and there is nothing mundane about his kinsmen and relation in devotional service. It is
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, maybe before moving to the next, can I ask some questions, devotees? Those who want to answer, please answer. Now, here is talking about exclusive devotees. Who all want to be exclusive devotee of the Lord? Please unmute or raise your hand. Who all want to be exclusive devotee of the Lord? Yes, Asha Mataji. Yes. Who else? Nobody else want to be
We all
exclusive.
have the desire, Prabhuji.
Yes,
The only thing we are
Yes,
not able
Prabhuji,
to
all-
practice.
Yes,
No, I didn't say
Practice
you
100%.
all want
At
to
least
be.
80%.
Desire is enough. Krishna will fulfill all our desire. Everything works with a desire. We should have a strong desire. So, okay. So, we all should have the desire to be exclusive devotee of God. Next comes, is he partial? Prabhupada says he's not partial. But do you all agree that he's a partial to all of us? Or
To devotees.
He is partial to devotees.
He is partial to his unalloyed devotees.
But he says, I'm not partial. He says, I'm not partial. I'm not envy anyone. If he's not
Not-
partial,
not partial among the devotees, but
Okay.
between devotees and non-devotees. I'm sure he is giving weightage for the devotees
Is that?
and try to help the devotees and boost the moral courage to devotees.
So who is devotee? Now next question comes. If you say partial devotee, who is devotee?
Those who have complete desire, complete surrender to Lord are devotees.
So definitely I'm not then.
Without any expectation from the Lord,
Yes.
without any, including salvation,
Yes.
without any unconditional surrendered devotees are pure devotees.
So in that case, definitely I'm not a devotee.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Mataji.
Krishna is not partial.
Okay.
Because Krishna gives chance for everyone to be a devotee, but I think so we are not becoming devotees, is what I think, because Krishna is not partial. He considers everyone as equal, because every living being he considers the same. But then the chance is given to us because we are not taking the chance.
Okay.
Hare
Is
Krishna
the way,
Prabhu.
Prabhu, like sorry, Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is
Ash,
the
go
way,
ahead.
yeah, is the way like whatever in which way we like approach to the Lord, retracts in the same way actually. For example, Duryodhana went to Lord, but again, his desire was something else. Whereas Arjuna went and his desire was something else actually. So the way the way you interact with the Lord and the what you have, the same way Lord gives you back actually. So there is,
Okay.
I think, shloka also on that, right?
Okay. Yeah, the
So
prapadante tamsatato bhajamya says.
yeah, so that is where, so like for example,
Okay.
when we talk about devotees, of course, someone who is like desiring
So
about
my
Lord.
question is that who is devotee? Because he says exclusive devotee. Okay, we are not rich now. Who is devotee? Yes, Samapti Mataji says some. I wanted to say something. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Shall I tell one thing? As like my opinion, in the schools, no, that there is class 5 also there, standard 5 also there, standard 10 also there. Like that, we are all devotee, but devotee having the also categorization like Uttam Bhakt, Madhyam Bhakt, and the Kanishta Bhakt. So we are all devotees, but attachment, based on attachment to Krishna, we become the Kanishta Bhakt or middle devotee or the Uttam devotee. I don't know. After this, I don't know, Prabhu, you explain.
Okay.
Okay.
Good point. Yes, Sumit Prabhu unmuted. Want to say something?
No, Prabhu, I was unmuted before only. But yeah, so Lord is not partial. So he's like he said, I am equal to everyone. So how I can give an example, like a teacher is there. Teacher teaches like a lesson to all the class. Some people will take it very nicely. They will give the exam. Teacher will give good marks, and some will not do, and they will get bad marks. And then if they say the teacher is partial, so that is not correct, right?
Okay.
So teacher is giving as per the what like the efforts of
Very
the
nice
student.
example. Very nice example, Prabhuji.
Yes. True. Yeah. So now coming back here, that we are, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked the same question, who is devotee? So when the question was asked, Mahaprabhu says, whoever chants Krishna's name once, Krishna is a devotee. That's the definition he says. Of course, same question was asked next year. Then he says, whoever chants Krishna's name regularly is a devotee. Third year, same question asked. Then he says, whomever sees a person, if other person gets a Krishna conscious bhakti, he is a devotee. I mean, if I see somebody and if I get Krishna bhakti, he is the devotee. So there are different levels are given, but point is that we have to have a desire or aspiration to become that exclusive devotee of the Lord. Of course, as everybody said, Krishna is not partial. Krishna doesn't envy anyone. He is actually literally waiting for all of us to come back to him. He does all this Leela different Leela. It does so much trouble for our sake. It takes so much trouble. So that somebody is unmuted, please mute yourself, please. Okay, so please, sound is coming. Please mute. Yeah, please. Okay, thank you. So he is literally waiting for all of us to come back. That is why we should always aspire to go back to him. Our desire should be that I always want to serve him. With that desire, he will fulfill. But today, our lacking is that we chanting also. Why are we chanting? Chanting, we are requesting Srimati Radharani, hey Radhe, please engage in your service, engage in Krishna's service. That's what we're requesting Srimati Radharani. But when service comes, I don't take, I hesitate. I say, I don't have time, Prabhu. I'm busy. So many things. I'm busy with what? Prabhupada says, illusion energy, Maya. I saw Maya. Prabhupada many times says, either you serve Krishna or you serve Maya. You don't have choice. You decide what you want. That is the determination. Now, why I'm talking sometimes little kind of harsh, because Bhagavatam study is not, the kind of a basic study. We are grow up. Like Bhagavad Gita is considered as a bachelor. Bhagavatam is like a post-graduation. Chaitanya Charitamrita like a PhD. So we are in a post-graduation level. At a post-graduation level, a teacher has to give a little strong message. So that's why I'm sorry I'm talking, but it's a fact. We have to be serious. Our bhakti is not time pass. Understand this. Bhakti is not time pass. We are here to progress in our bhakti. We have to look for, I have to make this human life successful. Otherwise, like Dasa says, this next janma, we don't know where I'll get. So that is the point. That's why Prabhupada says, Lord is above the modes of material nature. Thus, there is nothing mundane about his kinsman, a relation with them. For devotees also, that's nothing mundane. Everything spiritual, when we connect everything Krishna, everything becomes Krishnaized. That's what you have to do it. Whatever we eat, whatever we speak, whatever activity we do should be Krishna conscious. Then whole life becomes Krishna. That doesn't mean that as a grahasthas we take sannyasa or no. We can be in the family. We are all in the family. Together, whole family can do Krishna consciousness. That is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Okay, so we'll move on to the next. Okay, we don't have time. Maybe 1 minute is there. So do you want to one more sloka or discuss? Any questions anyone has got? No? So another point. What is a rapt meditation? Maybe the question to all. What is a rapt meditation means?
Attentive meditation, Prabhuji.
Yeah. How do we meditate? What is a meditation?
Like a child cry for the mother's attention. We must chant with full, complete focus and attentively.
So
hear what we, the mantra we pronounce.
True. So the meditation for Kali Yuga is chanting the holy name. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Namaiva Kevalam, Kalo Nastheva, Kalo Nastheva, Kalo Nastheva Gatiranyata. So it's repeated thrice. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama. 3 times repeated. And Kalo Nastheva, Nastheva, nothing else. 3 times Kali Santarpana Upanishad says. So Harinam is the only savior. Chant the holy name, full attentive. The Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna Avatar says. In Kali Yuga, Krishna appears in name. Name is, Ninya Koranga Ninna Hangyaku Ninna Namada Bala Vandidare Saku. The Purandaradasa says, I don't want you also, Ranga. I don't want your any hang. I don't want your any liabilities. But you give me a name. That is most potent. So chanting the holy name, so potent. Sometimes people may say, Mantradinda Mahavinam Baralla, means just chanting mango cannot come. Mantra can bring so many things. Like other day we were discussing about Brahmastra. How they release Brahmastra? Just by mantra. So mantra is so potent. The holy name is so potent. But just by chanting the holy name, that vibration of the whole environment happens and our consciousness changes. So that's why chanting given so potent, so important. We are all should sincerely take it up, chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare. And it says, Golokera Premadhana, Harinama Sankirtana. This is a Premadhana. Dhana means wealth, wealth of love come from Goloka. It's a fully imported, it's not from the material world. That Premadhana, we got it. We should grab it. We should make it our wealth. You know, that's a real wealth for us. All other wealth, material wealth can go. But this wealth never goes. It goes along with us. So with this, I'll stop here. Devotees can share their comments, realization quickly. Okay. Any questions, anybody before that? Otherwise, please go in alphabetic order. Start with A. Who want to? A. Ashish Prabhu or yeah, go ahead. Any comments, feedback? 1 or 2 points, not too much, so that everybody gets a chance.
Yeah, nothing much, Prabhu. Like, of course, we have discussed this. Like, of course, the Lord is the supreme, and we have to be devotee of the Lord, not like a normal person who's just seeking sense gratification and trying to please the Lord. So
Yes.
that is what I think we should try to come up. That's what I'm also trying to be, actually.
Yeah.
That is what is important, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji. Any 1 or 2 points so what we learned today.
Coming out of the material world is important, and getting closer to the spiritual life should be given utmost important, and chanting is the best way to get purified.
Thank you. Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, few points which I understood was our consciousness should be like for art of living. Correct, na Prabhuji?
Yes, art of living, not
Living. Yeah, living. And then we should practice chanting every moment. And then our activity should be should be in such a way which pleases the Lord. And to be closer to the Lord, we should have a strong desire. We should have
True.
strong desire, and I could understand who is a devotee and types of devotees, and then the importance of chanting. We should practice chanting every day to purify ourselves.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Meena Mataji, want to say anything?
Nothing, Prabhuji.
Okay. Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Chanting is the topmost wealth for us, and human life must be optimum utilized to going back to Godhead.
Yeah.
Chanting is the main this thing, Prabhuji, and
Yuga Dharma for us. Yeah.
chanting holy name must be sincerely practiced to reach precision, and we must utilize the opportunity in all possible ways.
Sure.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. We must chant always to become first a pure devotee, Prabhuji. First devotee. After that, we can go to Goloka and all. First, we must become a devotee. For that,
Sure.
we must chant. That's all.
Yes. Krushi Mataji. Anything you want to say? No. Puja Mataji. Anything? Sridevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Lord is very merciful and he comes to the material world to liberate the fallen souls and to liberate the conditioned souls and all. And bhakti we should develop from the engage only. The engage we nicely enjoy, and the last days of the life for just time pass. No, we want to develop bhakti and we want for moksha, means that is not correct. Like Prabhuji has given example, like fresh flower. If we give to the lover a fresh flower, he accepts, she accepts. Wilted flower, she doesn't accept. No, the same thing. From the engage, we develop bhakti. Lord is happy, and he's very merciful. He comes to the material world to liberate the fallen souls and to liberate the conditioned souls who are in bhakti, and to take back the devotees back home, back to Godhead.
Yes, that
Hare
is.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ramesh Prabhu,
Yes.
anything?
Yes, Prabhu. Again and again, we are getting confirmation that chanting a holy name is very much important. So definitely we are going to increase the manas of chanting.
Thank you, Prabhu. So nice. Thank you very much. Samapti Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Nothing, Prabhu. I understand chanting. Understand. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Sumit Prabhu, did we miss anything? You want to say anything more?
No, Prabhu, I think we covered all the points. So just I was remembering one shloka that I was saying, like the Lord is not partial. That is 9.29.
Yeah.
Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshasti na priya ye bhajanti tu ma vyakta maiteshu shapyam. So here Lord says, like, I am equally disposed to all living beings. I am neither inimical nor partial to anyone, but the devotees who worship me with love reside in me and I reside in them.
True. Yeah. This can be explained with a simple example. For example, the city police commissioner, for example, and if some crime happens in part of the city and somebody calls him and tells him what he will do, he will call the local police inspector. Okay, there is something happened, go and see. He will not come running. But somebody calls him and say that your son is met with accident. He will not even call, he will call the inspector, but he'll come running. That's the difference. When something happens to devotee, Krishna will come personally. But other places also he give protection. He will send his energies, send his people. But when something happens to devotees, he comes personally. That's the difference.
Prabhuji, that is when Draupadi was in trouble, Krishna has come and helped her. That shows that Krishna's abundant love for his devotee, because Draupadi is, I think so, she is the one of the most
dearmost devotee.
Highest devotee is what we can say, I think so. So that he gives abundant love to the devotees. That is the difference.
True.
And one more example, Prabhu, Gajendra Moksha.
Yes, yeah.
True. He came physically, Lord came physically, right?
There also, it's explained, just not came physically. I mean, his explanation given, he's sitting
on
his
Garuda,
and sitting such a way that he was ready to jump, it seems. Because telling Garuda, go fast, go fast, go fast.
But Garuda can fly at the time of power of the time, means time. But Krishna can't tolerate that also. Krishna is telling fast, more fast, like that. Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Some example given, like Prime Minister comes, the bodyguards in the back comes, they stand outside the door. As before even car stops, they run, jump. That's how the Lord Vishnu was sitting on the Garuda seems. Even before Garuda stops, he wanted to jump and come save his devotees. That is the mood of Lord.
And even in Draupadi's case also same, no, Prabhuji. Draupadi asked him, called by a different name, so he has to go some Vrindavan and then come back. So he came and he helped her in the sari came as Krishna. Krishna came in the form of sari, and she was never embarrassed by whoever was watching her.
Dushasana.
Yes.
Yeah. Sriram Prabhu is there. Sriram Prabhu want to say anything?
Namaste, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay. Varsha Mataji. Sorry, no problem, Prabhu. No problem.
Nothing, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class.
Thank you. Anyone else? I think Kushi Mataji was unmuted in between. Want to say anything?
Actually, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
You
Krishna.
called me, but that time my roommate was there and they are talking now, so I'm sorry for that.
No problem.
I have nothing to tell anything. I
Sure.
just want to understand devotion and all. I know Radha is always with me, but still,
Please keep
I want to
chanting.
understand. Yeah, sure.
Keep chanting Hare Krishna. You have a chanting beads with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take
Ji,
the
Prabhuji.
daily chant as much as possible, and read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Okay. That's the best thing we can do in this life. Okay,
Ji.
so if no other points, we'll stop.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Pancha kalpatarubhyasya
Hare Krishna.
Sindhubhyacha Paditana pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Nam Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Grantaraj Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tomorrow, same time, before 9 o'clock, please join. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.